Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to bring you some more of our one and done tournament. This is the second tournament we have played on the station. There's two more spots to get into round two. The game we have tonight, the two teams battling to move into round two of the one and done playoff tournament. The 1989 San Francisco Giants and the 1988 Los Angeles Dodgers, heated rivals. 89 Giants are the 6th seed. 88 Dodgers are the 3 seed. The Dodgers and Giants would both win the National League pennant in their respective years and go on to play the Oakland Athletics in the World Series. The Dodgers would shock the Oakland A's to defeat them in the World Series, getting a great start with Game 1 walk-off homer by Kirk Gibson. Was only at that in the World Series. While the 1989 San Francisco Giants would lose to the Oakland A's in what would be known as the Earthquake Series. Those unfortunate events. As a tremendous earthquake hit San Francisco during that World Series. Actually, during the game, I think it was on ABC, and Al Michaels was actually doing the broadcast. But here we're in Dodger Stadium. Once again, the number 6 seed 89 Giants versus the number 3 seed 88 Dodgers. And let's go to the lineups. Leading off for San Francisco, playing center field, Brett Butler. Batting second, playing third base, Ken Obergefell. Batting third, first baseman Will the Thrill Clark. Batting fourth, Kevin Mitchell, and he is playing left field. Batting fourth, the Candyman, Candy Maldonado, playing right field. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Terry Kennedy. Terry Kennedy looks familiar and Ken Obergefell looks familiar because they are in yesterday's game for a different team. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Jose Uribe. Batting eighth, playing second base, Robbie Thompson. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Rick Reuschel. And in 1989 for the San Francisco Giants, Rick Reuschel, 17 wins, 8 losses, earned run average 2.94. Now let's go to the Dodgers starting lineup. And before I get there, let me say hello to a good friend of the channel, Tribes Fan 879. How are you doing, my friend? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. How goes? Any more Ferguson Jenkins replays? So leading off for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Steve Sachs playing second base. Batting second in right field, Mickey Hatcher. Batting third in left field, Kirk Gibson. Batting fourth, playing first base, Mike Marshall. Batting fifth, playing third base, Pedro Guerrero. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Mike Scioscia. Batting seventh, playing center field, John Shelton. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Alfredo Griffin. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, Orel Hershiser. The Bulldog. Hershiser, 23 wins, 8 losses, 1 save, 2.26 earned run average. Batting average against, 213. Struck out 178, walked 73 in 1988. And he'll face Brett Butler, leadoff hitter for the San Francisco Giants. Butler batted .283. 4 home runs and 36 RBIs. Left-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Hershiser. 8 out of 10 bunting. Dodger infield normal. Butler batted .284 off right-handed pitching. Mike Scioscia goes through the signs. And here's the first pitch. now here's the first pitch to Butler. And Butler singles to left field. Past the lunge of Guerrero. So a leadoff single for Brett Butler. So Mike Scioscia's doing the catching. Very good defensive catcher. At third base, you have a below average third baseman in Guerrero. Good with the bat. Alfredo Griffin, very good at short. Steve Sachs, not much range, but solid if you hit it at him. He did have a throwing problem later on with the Yankees, but not with the Dodgers. And Mike Marshall, not a very good defensive first baseman when it comes to range. In left field, you have Kirk Gibson, average range with a below average to poor arm. John Shelby, average range with an average arm in center. In right field, Mickey Hatcher, average range with an excellent arm, 9 out of 10. When you jump back to the chat here, Tribes fans is taking night off from Jenkins replay. Next game against the Phillies. Real Indians won 2 out of 3 against the Twins and need to duplicate that against the Royals over the weekend. I hope so, as the Cleveland Indians have former Red Sox manager Terry Francona, so I do root for them as long as they're not playing the Red Sox. And I wish them good luck. Excuse me. So Butler's at first, 8 out of 10 running ability, 29% chance of stealing second. Marshall to hold him on. That brings up Ken Oberkfell. Ken Oberkfell batted .319, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, playing third base for the Giants. Excellent hit and run man, 9 out of 10. We're going to play some hit and run. Hershiser throws strikes. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hershiser. Hit and run on. And a swing and a miss, and Scioscia throws the ball into center field. Butler steals second base and moves on to third with the Scioscia era. So just if you're new to this series, I play as the higher number seed, in this case the number 6 San Francisco Giants. So Oberkfell at the plate with a chance to give the Giants an early lead. No balls, 1 strike. Hershiser looks in at Scioscia. He's ready. The windup and the pitch to Oberkfell. And he grounds the Griffin. We have a 93% chance of the speedy Butler scoring. We're going to send him on the contact play. He scores, and Griffin throws Oberkfell out at first. Giants draw first blood, 1-0. And here comes Will Clark, 1 out, no one on. Will the Thrill batted .333, 23 home runs, and 111 runs knocked in 1989. Left-handed batter batted .340 off right-handed pitching. Clark awaits the Hershiser pitch. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch to Clark. And Clark's patience proves prudent as he works a walk. A 1-out walk. Clark, 6 out of 10 base running, 66% chance of stealing second base. Mike Marshall holding him on. And now Kevin Mitchell steps to the plate. Mitchell batted .291 in 1989, 47 home runs and 125 runs batted in. .285 off right-handed pitching. Hershiser rocks and fires. Mitchell swings, grounds it to Guerrero, who boots the ball. That's going to be the second error of the inning for the Dodgers. You can't give good teams extra outs. Tribes fan will tell you that. So Mitchell reaches on the Guerrero error. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Marshall playing behind the runners. Dodgers looking to turn 2 and keep it a 1-run deficit. Andy Maldonado. Giant right fielder, .217 batting average, 9 home runs, 41 runs batted in, batted .222 off right-handed pitching. Four out of 10 hit and run. 1 out of 10 bunting. He's going to look for a pitch he can get through the infield here. Hershiser nods his head. Here's the pitch to Maldonado. And that ball goes deep to Gibson. He makes the catch in front of the warning track. Will Clark will tag up. It's going to be an 81% chance of making it. He goes, and he's in there safe. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Tribe fan says former or future Indians are in this game. Hershiser, Butler, Williams, Mitchell, and Maldonado. Excellent information there by Tribes fan. If you're watching live, jump in the chat. Talk some baseball with Tribes fan. He enjoys it. I enjoy it. We all enjoy it. Be part of the community. So runners on the corner, 2 outs, and Terry Kennedy steps to the plate. And Kennedy played for the Padres yesterday on a different team that got knocked out. Great game. Suggest you watch it. But he was an error machine yesterday. Let's see if he can do better with a different team. 239 batting average, 5 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Left-handed batter batted .250 off right-handed pitching. Socha sets the target. Here's the pitch to Kennedy. And that is a line shot that drops in front of Mickey Hatcher. Will Clark scores to make it 2-0. Mitchell, a 42% chance being safe. Hatcher has a 9 out of 10 arm. We're going to hold Mitchell at second. So a clutch hit for Terry Kennedy. 2 outs, 2-0. 2 on. Stepping to the plate, Giants shortstop Jose Uribe. 221 batting average, 1 home run, 30 runs batted in, 224 off right-handed pitching. Thompson on deck. Uribe 6 out of 10 for hit and run, 7 out of 10 bunting. Hershiser's ready. Here's the pitch to Uribe. He grounds that up the middle. Griffin comes across the bag and in one motion grabs it and throws the first inning over. What a play by Alfredo Griffin. We go to the bottom of the first. The Dodgers trail by 2. 2-0 Giants. 2 up for the Dodgers. Sachs, Hatcher, and Gibson. If anyone gets on, Mike Marshall. Hello, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. How are you, my friend? How is Mr. Brody, Miss Maggs, and Mr. Miller? How was the baseball game? You saw a good one last night. Remember to check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Mr. Brody. Excellent retro sports station. Also, RPG action games. That's Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Mr. Brody. He was at the Red Sox game last night. I'm sure he'll give us a nice recap of it. And he quickly says, oh my God, it was awesome. As the Red Sox had a walk-off 9th inning win with the Mookie Betts hit. So Steve Sachs steps to the plate. And he'll be facing Rick Reuschel, as I said, 17-8, 2.94 ERA. Catching Terry Kennedy, a low-average defensive catcher with a poor arm. Oberkfeld's at third, not very good when it comes to range. Uribe and Thompson, very good up the middle, and Will Clark, excellent at first. In left field, Kevin Mitchell, 6 out of 10 range, and a below-average arm. And then you have Brett Butler in center, very good range with a 7 out of 10 arm, which is good. And Candy Maldonado, not much range, 4 out of 10, but an above-average arm. So Steve Sachs batted .277 in 1988 for the Dodgers. 5 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Off right-handed pitching, .271. Reuschel's ready. Here's the pitch to Sachs. That's a foul ball. He tried to bunt to get his way on. It went foul. The count's now no balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch by Rick Reuschel. Grounded past Oberkfeld into left field. A leadoff single by Steve Sachs. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, Mr. Miller was rooting for the Cards. Tons of Cards fans at Fenway. Their fans travel well. Yes, they do. So Sachs, 9 out of 10 base running, 79% chance of stealing second, and Terry Kennedy has an awful arm. And stepping to the plate, Mickey Hatcher batted .293, 1 home run, 25 runs batted in. He's playing right field for the Dodgers. He batted .388 off right-handed pitching. Reuschel will throw over. Sachs is back as Will Clark is holding him on. And by doing so, we have now cut down Sacks' percentage to 43%. So Reuschel gets the sign from Kennedy. He sets and delivers to Hatcher. That ball is popped up to Uribe at short for the first out of the inning. Sacks retreats back to first base. Kirk Gibson steps to the plate, the hero of Game 1 in the 1988 World Series. Walk-off home run off Dennis Eckersley. And basically it was all downhill after there for the Oakland Athletics. Gibson batted .290 in 1988, 25 home runs, 76 RBIs. Often injured in 1988 throughout his career. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says in regards to the Red Sox game at Fenway Park yesterday, the first walk-off game I've ever been to, it had it all. Yes, it did, just like Bogey and Bacall. So Gibson, left-handed batter, facing Rick Reuschel. Reuschel throws over, Sacks gets back, and now his average is 83% because it's a left-handed batter, I think. So we're going to pitch out. There goes Sacks, there's a throw down, and they nail him. Terry Kennedy's throw was accurate and true. Uribe slaps the tag on him, so the pitch out works. There's 2 outs, base is empty. Gibson has a 1-ball, no-strike count. Reuschel gets a sign from Kennedy. Here's the pitch to Kirk Gibson. And that ball goes deep to the right field corner. Maldonado makes the running catch, inning over. We go to the top of the second. 1989 San Francisco Giants 2, the 88 Dodgers nothing. Due up for San Francisco. Thompson, Reuschel, and the top of the order, Brett Butler. Robbie Thompson, might have called him Bobby Thompson in the interviews in the beginning, batted .241, 13 home runs, 50 RBIs. It's right-handed pitching, though, only .207. 6 out of 10 bunter. Dodger infield is normal. Guerrero's very weak with range, and so is Marshall. Scioscia's a very good defensive catcher, so if we can push this bunt far enough away from the Scioscia, we should get a bunt base hit. We're going to attempt a bunt base hit with Thompson. Here's the pitch by Hershiser. Thompson squares. He puts the bunt down, but it goes foul. Scioscia let it roll foul. The count's now no balls, 2 strikes. Thompson needs to get something and whack through the infield. Hershiser rocks and fires. And Thompson goes down on strikes. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. Good movement on that Hershiser fastball. Tribes fan in the chat says, my favorite walk-off win I've ever seen was walk-off hit by pitch. In person, that is. That's pretty funny. Do you remember who got hit by the pitch, Tribes fan? So Rick Reuschel steps at plate. Pretty good hitting pitcher. Though he only batted .164. No home runs, 3 RBIs. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch to Rick Reuschel. He grounds to Griffin, who goes to Marshall. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order, Brett Butler, he's 1 for 1. He's singled in the first. Righty-lefty matchup for Orel Hershiser. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch to Butler. Butler grounds to Guerrero, who fires to Marshall. Inning over. Go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Giants. Due up for the 1988 Dodgers, Mike Marshall, Pedro Guerrero, and Mike Scioscia. If anyone gets on, John T-Bone Shelby. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, great birthday gift. It was the 40th anniversary of when I went to the game with my dad in '77, the day Elvis died. Wow. Oh. And they had the '67 team there. And the fine young gentleman who survived cancer threw out the first pitch, hit that camera guy in the groin. That was pretty funny. It's funny because it's not us. So Mike Marshall steps to the plate. Once again, this is Al Red Sox Fan, and you're watching our Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. We have Eric from Higher Ground Gaming in the chat. Check out his channel, Higher Ground Gaming. And we also have Tribes Fan. If you're watching live, feel free to jump in and chat baseball, my friends. So Mike Marshall in 1988 batted .277, 20 home runs, 82 RBIs, 301 off right-handed pitching. Reuschel gets the sign from Kennedy. Here's the pitch to Marshall. That ball goes deep to Maldonado, who makes an unbelievable diving catch by the warning track, robbing Marshall of extra bases. Candy Maldonado, I know it says only 4 out of 10 range, but he has shown tremendous range early on in this game. 1 out, no one on. Pedro Guerrero steps to the plate. He had an error in the first inning. Like to make amends for that. Guerrero batted .298, 5 home runs, 35 runs batted in for the 88 Dodgers. Off right-handed pitching, .313. That's why he's in the lineup. Reuschel looks in at Kennedy, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. And Guerrero walks. Doesn't bite on that high inside pitch on the 3-1 count. Guerrero, 5 out of 10 base running ability, 18% chance of stealing second. Will Clark to hold him on. Giants want to turn to Mike Scioscia steps to the plate. Very good hit and run batter here, 7 out of 10. Scioscia batted .257, 3 home runs, 35 runs batted in for the Dodgers, .261 off right-handed pitching. Righty-lefty matchup for Reuschel. Reuschel's ready. Here's the pitch to Scioscia. It's a grounder to Thompson, flips to Uribe on the Clark double play, inning over. Go to the top of the third. Giants 2, Dodgers nothing. 2 up for San Francisco. Oberkfell, Clark, and Mitchell. Oberkfell's 0 for 1. He had a ground out, and Butler scored, so he gets an RBI on the play. Righty-lefty matchup for Hershiser. Here's the pitch to Oberkfell. And he walks. Scioscia's asking the ump, where's that pitch? The ump says low on the 3-2 count. Oberkfell, 5 out of 10 base runner. Mike Marshall holding him on, and it brings up Will the Thrill Clark. Clark walked his first time up. Clark had 23 home runs in '89. Looking for a ball he can drive out of Dodger Stadium. Hershiser peers in at Scioscia. He rocks and fires. Clark swings and sends that ball deep, but Hatcher's there, and he makes the catch up against the right field wall. Out number 1. Retreating back to first is Oberkfell. Hello, Ken Castro. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So with 1 out, 1 on, Kevin Mitchell comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out. No, he grounded to third, but reached on the Guerrero error. Hershiser works quickly. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. And that's a single into left field. Oberkfell will be held at second. Not going to send him. So first and second went out. Candy Maldonado, the Candyman, can. 0 for 1. Fly deep to left field. Clark advanced to third on that. Maldonado digs in. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch by Hershiser. And Maldonado sends that ball deep and gone! A 3-run blast to left center field. He crushes the Hershiser offering, and the Giants take a 5-0 lead to the shocked Dodger faithful here at the stadium. Terry Kennedy steps to the plate. He wants to hopefully continue the onslaught here for the '89 Giants. He's 1 for 1 today. He singled, knocking in Clark in the first inning. Hershiser, wow, is being roughed up. Mike Scioscia goes out to have a word with the Bulldog. He's got to settle down, keep the Dodgers in this game. Remember, this is a one-and-done playoff tournament. You lose, you snooze. You win, you're in. Here's the pitch to Kennedy. One out, no one on. And Kennedy strikes out. Didn't even get the bat off his shoulder with that fastball. So there's 2 outs, no one on, and Jose Uribe steps to the plate. Left-handed shortstop. Left-handed batting shortstop. 0 for 1. Hershiser nods his head. Here's the pitch to Uribe. That's a grounder to Sachs. He goes to Marshall, inning over, but tremendous damage done on the 3-run blast by Candy Maldonado. So the Candyman can go to the bottom of the 3rd, 5-0 Giants. Due up for the Dodgers, Shelby, Griffin, and the pitcher, Hershiser. Tribes fan says in the chat, so I played Buzz Time Trivia today, and the sports question for the final round was how many games in a row did the '88 Orioles lose to start the season? Thankfully, I knew. Was it 19? Did they lose 19 in a row? That sticks in my head, 19. So John Shelby steps to the plate. Shelby batted .263 for the '88 Dodgers. 10 home runs, 64 runs batted in. Righty-lefty matchup for Rick Reuschel. Here's the pitch to Shelby. That's a grounder up the middle. Base hit. Leadoff runner on. Shelby 7 out of 10 base runner. 39% chance of stealing second base. Oh wow, Tribes fans is more than 19. Ooh. 24. That's my final guess. Thank you for the trivia question, Tribes fan. So, Alfredo Griffin steps to the plate. Excellent bunter, 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for hit and run, so he handles the bat quite well. He only batted 199 though, 1 home run, 27 RBIs, very good defensive shortstop. Batted .212 against right-handed pitching. My guess is he might put a hit and run on here. We're going to throw over to first. Shelby's back. Griffin digs in. Here's the pitch by Rick Reuschel. And that ball goes out to Mitchell and left. He makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating back to first is John T-Bone Shelby. Tribes fan says too high, just think U.S. drinking age. 21. As Eric from Higher Ground Games is 21. So Orel Hershiser steps to the plate. He batted 129 as a pitcher, 6 RBIs in '88. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Hershiser. He puts the bunt down, they go to first for the out. So there's 2 outs. Shelby's in scoring position. Top of the order, Steve Sachs, 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Chance for the Dodgers to get on the board here. They're trailing the Giants 5-0 in this one-and-done playoff elimination tournament. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch to Sachs. That's a grounder to Uribe. Attempt risky play. Out chance 11%. We're going to say yes. And here's the throw to first. And not in time. Sachs beats it out for an infield hit. Uribe on the run made a pretty good, strong, accurate throw. Clark stretch, but Sachs beats it out. So runners on the corner, and Mickey Hatcher steps to the plate. Hatcher only had 1 home run in '88. He's 0 for 1 today. Pop to the shortstop. Dodgers can get right back in this ball game if Hatcher can find the gaps. Sachs has tremendous speed at first. Here's the pitch to Hatcher. That ball goes deep to Kevin Mitchell in left. He tracks it down for out number 3. So the Dodgers threaten but do not score. We go to the top of the 4th, 5-0 Giants. Due up for San Francisco, Thompson, Reuschel in the top of the order bunker. Robbie Thompson's 0 for 1. Hershiser, he's ready. He sets and delivers. Thompson swings, sends that ball out to Shelby, who makes a running catch in right center. 1 up, 1 down. Rick Reuschel steps to play. He's 0 for 1. Hershiser works quickly, and he strikes Reuschel out. So 2 quick outs for Hershiser. He's looking for that 1-2-3 inning. He's been roughed up for 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Stepping in the plate, Brett Butler, who's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, grounded out in the second. Hershiser gets the sign from Mike Scioscia. Here's the pitch to Butler. And Butler sends it out to shallow left center. Shelby comes on and makes the catch, inning over. Tribes fan says the 1997 Cubs might have second place as they lost their first 14 that year. Bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Giants. 2 up for the Dodgers. Gibson, Marshall, and Guerrero. If anyone gets on, the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Gibson's 0 for 1. Reuschel delivers to the left-handed batter. And Gibson strikes out. Big swing and a miss. First out of the inning, and Mike Marshall steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch to Marshall. That ball's popped up and out of play. Over to the left field stands by third base. It counts now no balls and 2 strikes on Marshall. Reuschel winds and delivers. And he strikes out Marshall. 2 quick outs for the Giants, and Pedro Guerrero steps to the plate. He walked his first time up. Giants looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. That ball goes deep to Butler in right center field. He makes the catch. Inning over. Top of the 5th, 5-0 Giants. As each inning goes by for the Dodgers, the clock goes tick, 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 tick. So Ken Oberkfell steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out, knocking in a run in the first, and then walked in the third. Righty-lefty matchup for Orel Hershiser. Here's the pitch to Oberkfell. Grounded to Griffin, throws to Marshall for the first out. Brings up Will Clark, he's 0 for 1. Clark walked in the first and fly deep to right center in the third. Clark digs in that left-hander batter's box. Scioscia sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Thrill. And he sends that ball deep and gone to right center. Will Clark crushes a home run. The Giants lead 6-0. That is the 2nd home run Hershiser has given up. And the man who hit the first, Kevin Mitchell, 1 for 2. No, I'm sorry, he singled. It was Maldonado, the next batter. So Mitchell reached on an error in the first, a ground ball to Guerrero, and then singled in the third. Scioscia goes out to have a word with Hershiser. Dodgers getting their bullpen up. They don't believe that their ace, who won 23 games in '88, is being pounded. Scioscia back behind the plate. Hershiser's ready. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. And that ball goes deep. Hangs up for Gibson, though, as it sounded much harder off the bat for out number 2. So Mitchell really got under that one. It sounded very good. And here comes Candy Maldonado. 1 for 2 is 1 hit. A 3-run homer in the third. Before that, he fly deep to left center. So he's hit Hershiser hard. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the pitch to Maldonado. And that is a single to right past the lunge of Mike Marshall. So a 2-out single by Candy Maldonado keeps the inning alive for Terry Kennedy. He's 1 for 2 for the Giants. Singled in the first, that knocked Clark in, then struck out in the third. Maldonado, 74% chance of stealing. He's off and running. There's the throw down, and he beats the Scioscia throw. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs. The count on Terry Kennedy is 1 ball, no strikes. Hershiser nods his head. Here's the pitch. Kennedy swings, grounds it to Griffin, over to Marshall, inning over, but once again, the Giants put a run on the board on the home run by Will the Thrill Clark. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The 1989 Giants 6, the '88 Dodgers nothing. Due up for the Dodgers, Sosha, Shelby, and Griffin. If anyone gets on, the pitcher, Orel, Hershiser. Eric says, I'm going to go lay on the couch. Listen to the game. Didn't get in until 2 a.m. last night, or early this morning. He's a tired puppy, Eric is. He's going to join Mr. Brody in the snooze room. Alright, well thank you very much, Mr. Eric. Hope you can relax and fall asleep to the smooth tones of Al, Red Sox fan doing a baseball game. Sosha steps to plate, he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Reuschel. Grounder to Thompson, he charges in and throws to Clark for the first out. As with each out, as I stated earlier, the clock's going tick, 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 tick on the Dodgers. Shelby 1 for 1 steps to the plate, he's singled in the third. Righty-lefty matchup for Rick Reuschel. Kennedy sets the target, here's the pitch to John T-Bone Shelby. And that ball goes deep to Butler, who makes the running catch right up against the wall in left center. 2 up, 2 down. The weak-hitting shortstop Alfredo Griffin steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Rick Reuschel works quickly. Here's the pitch. Griffin smashes a single into right. Maldonado fields it and throws it back in towards the infield. And now, let's see what the Dodgers and the computer will do. Griffin's on first. Held on by Clark. 8 out of 10 base running ability. 2 outs. Hershiser's at the plate. Will the computer pinch hit for the Bulldog? I will click pitch. And Hershiser bats and strikes out, inning over. So the computer chooses to keep Hershiser in the game down 6-0. We go to the top of the 6th, as I stated. The 89 Giants 6, the 88 Dodgers nothing. Due up for San Francisco, Uribe, Thompson, and Rick Reuschel. Uribe's 0 for 2. Hershiser up to 84 pitches. He's good for 135. Here's the pitch to Jose Uribe. It's a grounder to Sachs. Over to Marshall. 1 out. Robbie Thompson steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Hershiser nods his head. Sosha sets the target. Here's the pitch to Thompson. And he strikes out Robbie Thompson. Big swing and a miss on the slider. So with 2 outs, no one on, the pitcher Rick Reuschel will step up to face his counterpart once again. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Reuschel swings, grounds the Sachs, over to Marshall. 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0. San Francisco. Due up for the Dodgers, top of the order. Sachs, Hatcher, Gibson. If anyone gets on, Mike Marshall. Dodgers have to get their bats going. They trail by 6. Sachs is 2 for 2. He has a single in the first and then an infield single in the third. Reuschel nods his head. Here's the pitch to Sachs. That ball is popped up to Uribe at short. He calls for it. He makes the catch. Out number 1. Mickey Hatcher steps to the plate. Dodger right fielder's 0 for 2. Kennedy goes through the signs. Reuschel nods his head. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch. Hatcher swings, and he singles into left field. 1 for 3 now, Mickey Hatcher. Not a very good base runner. 1 out of 10 base running ability. Clark is holding him on, but I think we're going to play behind him. And that only brings him up to a 23% chance of stealing second. So Kirk Gibson steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Giants looking to turn 2 with Thompson and Uribe up the middle. Here's the pitch to Kirk Gibson. And that's a line out! And he doubles him up, so Will Clark makes the catch and quickly races to the bag as Thompson was off and running. Inning over. Make sure I called that right. Let's see here. Oh, that was Hatcher at first. I knew that. I might have said Sachs. So Gibson lined to first. Will Clark catches it, and they double up Hatcher. Okay. We go to the top of the 7th, with an 89 Giants 6, the 88 Dodgers nothing. 2 up for the Giants. Top of the order, Butler, Oberkfell, and Clark. If anyone gets on, Kevin Mitchell. Butler's 1 for 3. Hershiser sets and delivers. Butler swings and singles into right center field, so he's 2 for 4 now. Mike Marshall to hold him on. The onslaught of hits continues against Orel Hershiser. Ken Oberkfell steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He does have an RBI and a ground out. Hit and run 9 out of 10. We're going to play hit and run ball here. Butler with very good speed at first. Socha sets the target. Here's the pitch. Oberkfell swings and he lines out to Marshall, who just steps on the bag, and they double up Butler as he was off and running on the hit and run. So Oberkfell hit it hard, but right at Mike Marshall. So 2 outs, no one on. Will Clark steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. The Thrill walked in the first, fly deep to right center, and then hit a solo blast in the 5th to make it 6-0. Socha sets the target. The Bulldog winds and delivers. Clark swings, sends that ball deep and foul down the right field line. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hershiser nods his head. Here's the pitch. Clark swings and sends that ball deep to Hatcher. It stays fair. He makes the running catch down the right field line. 3 up, 3 down. They go to the bottom of the 7th. 6-0 Giants. The Dodgers will have Marshall, Guerrero, and Socha. If anyone gets on, John T-Bone Shelby. Mike Marshall 0 for 2. Rick Reuschel's up to 71 pitches. He's good for 115. Kennedy goes through the signs. Reuschel nods his head. Here's the pitch to Marshall. That's a single into left center. Leadoff runner on. Clark will hold Marshall on. And Pedro Guerrero steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Giants want to turn 2 here. The windup and the pitch to Guerrero. And that's a single to left. Mitchell bobbles the ball around as Marshall was off and running. But they're going to give Mitchell an error, so it's going to be a single, and the runners advance on the Kevin Mitchell error in left. So with no outs, the Dodgers are finally in business. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, and bullpen action starts up for the Giants. Mike Socha comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. The Giants will give up the run to get the out. They're up 6-0. Kennedy goes out to the mound, has a word with Reuschel. He's joined by Will Clark. Meeting is adjourned. Players back to their positions. Kennedy back behind the plate. He sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mike Socha. And he grounds to Thompson, who makes a diving play, gets up, and he will throw to first for the first out of the inning, and scoring on the ground out, Mike Marshall. So an outstanding hit play by Robbie Thompson here, who saves a hit, and they get it out. Guerrero advances to 3rd with 1 out now. Dodgers fans trying to rev up their team. Shelby 1 for 2. Singled in the 3rd, fly to left center in the 5th. Again, the Giants will give up a run for the out. The windup and the pitch to Shelby. And Shelby walks. As that 3-1 pitch was low and away, and now the weak hitting Alfredo Griffin steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 though. Flied out in the 3rd and singled in the 5th. Again, Giants bullpen frantically at work. Righty-lefty matchup for Rick Reuschel. Here's the pitch to Alfredo Griffin. And that goes foul down the line. Right field line, excuse me. The count's now no balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy sets the target. Reuschel sets and delivers. Griffin swings, grounds it to Thompson. We have go home 18%, double play 18%. We're just going to say no. They get the Shelby at second on the force out. There's 2 outs now. Another run scores. Guerrero scores on the fielder's choice. Now 6-2, and Orel Hershiser steps to the plate. And let's just see who they have on their bench. Who the computer might bring in. And then who I might decide to bring in. So Rick Reuschel, righty. Hershiser, 297. Dempsey, 267. Well, we'll let them decide. Let's see who they bring up. So I'm going to click pitch. 2 outs, 6-2. Griffin's on first. And they go to Stubbs. So the Dodgers go to a pinch hitter. Orel Hershiser's night's over. Hershiser went 7 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. Gave up 2 home runs, 1 to Maldonado, a 3-run blast, then a solo blast by Will Clark. Walked 2, struck out 4. It was not a stellar outing for the Bulldog, as he leaves trailing 6-2. And stepping to the plate, Franklin Stubbs. He batted .223 for the Dodgers, left-handed batter. 8 home runs, 34 RBIs. I think that's why they went to Stubbs. He has a few more homers, I believe, than Hershiser. He batted .228 off right-handed pitching. Reuschel's ready. Here's the pitch to Stubbs. And it's a slow grounder to Uribe. He comes up throwing, but Stubbs beats it out for the infield hit. So batting from the left side helps Stubbs. He gets that extra little jump. So it's first and second. And Steve Sachs, who's 2 for 3, comes to the plate. Sachs had 5 home runs in '88. If he could send 1 yard now, the Giants would only be up by 1. He singled in the first, then had an infield single in the third, and popped out to short in the 6th. And this could be it for Rick Reuschel. Craig Lefferts is our closer. He's good for 50 pitches. He had 20 saves in '89. And we had Steve Bedrock Bedrosian, 17 saves off right, and then righties only batted 179. He's 35 pitches. And we have Goose Gossage. Wow, Goose Gossage was on this team? That's pretty funny. He had 4 saves. Right-handers batted 208. You know, we could go with Gossage. I think we're going to go with Gossage. 208. Just get to have Gossage come and get this 1 out. And then we can use Bedrosian and Lefferts for the last 2 innings. Goose Gossage will come to the mound to look to get the 3rd and final out here. In the bottom of the 7th, the Dodgers have scored 2. They've pulled closer. They're only down 4. It's now 6-2 Giants. And here comes the Goose. And he'll bat 9th. So Gossage comes in, gets his warm-up tosses. Sachs waits for that to be over with. Gossage is done. Sachs claps his hands. Steps into the right-hander's batter's box. The ump says play ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Griffin at second. Stubbs at first. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch by Goose Gossage. It's a wild pitch to the backstop. Both runners advance. 2nd and 3rd now. Griffin at 3rd. Stubbs at 2nd. 3 balls, no strikes. As once again, quickly getting up in the bullpen, Lefferts and Bedrosian. Gossage in a big hole here. Sachs looking for a pitch he can grip and rip. Gossage nods his head. He rocks and fires. And Sachs walks on 4 straight balls. this could be it for Goose. We wanted to get sacks, he didn't. Now Mickey Hatcher steps to the plate, and Hatcher bats .388 off right-handed pitching, and Gossage is awful with those 4 pitches. So Hatcher only has 1 home run. If he's somehow able to hit a grand salami, it'll be a tie ball game, and that's what Dodger fans are hoping beyond hope. And that's it. Not going to fool around. They're going to go to Steve Bedrock Bedrosian. Will come in. I want to take Obergefell out. Yeah, that's fine. So Bedrosian comes in. And in 1989, 1 win, 4 losses, 17 saved, ERA of 2.65. Batting average against 192, struck out 34, walked 22. Lefties hit 204 off them, and righties 179. Big moment here for both teams. Bedrosian's done with his warm-up tosses. Bases jammed. Hatcher at the plate. No place to put Mickey. Kennedy goes through the signs. Here's the pitch by Bedrosian. Hatcher swings and he grounds it hard back to the pitcher, who throws to Clark at first. Inning over, so Steve Bedrosian comes in and does his job. The Dodgers score 2 but strand 3 as they leave the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 8th. The 89 San Francisco Giants 6. The 1988 Los Angeles Dodgers 2. Due up for San Francisco, Mitchell, Maldonado, and Kennedy. Kevin Mitchell 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the first. Guerrero made the error at third, singled in the third, and fly to left in the 5th. The new pitcher for the Dodgers, Tim Cruz. 4 wins, no losses, 3.14 earned run average through 71 innings. Struck out 45, walked 16, batting average against 278. Lefties hit 304 off him, righties 252. Cruz sets and delivers to Mitchell. Mitchell swings and flies out to Gibson in left. First out at the top of the 8th, Candy Maldonado. He's having a game, 2 for 3. The Candyman fly deep to left in the first, hit a 3-run blast in the third, and singled in the 5th. Socha sets the target. Here's the pitch to Candy Maldonado. That's a grounded to Guerrero. He comes up firing to Marshall. Second out. So with 2 outs, bases empty, Giants catcher Terry Kennedy steps to plate. He's 1 for 3. Singled, knocking in Clark in the first, struck out in the third, and grounded to short in the 5th. Cruz gives up a 304 batting average off left-handed batters. Here's the pitch to Kennedy. Grounds to Sachs, inning over. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-2. Giants due up for the 88 Dodgers. Gibson, Marshall, Guerrero, if anyone gets on, Mike Socha. Dodgers looking to rally once again. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Would like to double that effort. That would be 4. The game will be tied. Gibson's 0 for 3. Bedrock Bedrosian rocks and fires. It's another in front of the plate, and Kennedy throws Gibson out at first. Giants 5 outs away from advancing. Dodgers 5 outs away from elimination. Mike Marshall 1 for 3 steps to the plate. He has fly deep, struck out, and singled. Marshall had 20 home runs in 88 to go with 82 RBIs. Bedrosian nods his head. Here's the pitch to Marshall. Grounded foul to the left side. The count is now no balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy goes through the sides. Bedrosian nods his head. The windup, the pitch. And that is gone! Mike Reuschel crushing that ball to dead center! And the Dodgers have cut the lead in half now. It's now 6-3. 402-foot blast by Marshall. Pedro Guerrero steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Walked in the second, fly deep to right center in the fourth, and single to left in the seventh. Kennedy goes out to have a word with Bedrosian as Bedrosian rubs up the baseball. Clark's on the mound with him. Bedrosian nods his head. Players go back to their position. Guerrero digs in. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pedro Guerrero. Grounder to Oberkfell, who throws to Clark. And Clark can't dig it out. The ball gets by him. Guerrero advances to second on the error by Oberkfell. And Mike Scioscia comes to the plate. Dodger catcher's 0 for 3. Guerrero in scoring position, 1 out. The Dodgers looking to rally here. Scioscia calls time. Now he steps back in the box. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch by Bedrosian. And that ball is a double into left center. And scoring from second base is Pedro Guerrero. It's now 6-4. And the Dodgers will have a pinch runner, Mike Davis, for Mike Scioscia. So a clutch hit by the Dodger catcher. He'll be lifted for the pinch runner, Mike Davis. And now a left-handed John Shelby steps to the plate. Well, he's a switch hitter, so they have Shelby, Griffin, and Cruz, the pitcher. Bedrosian's been hit hard. Shelby represents a tying run at the plate. Lefferts gets up in the bullpen. He starts to work quickly. Visit the mound. Bedrosian says he's okay. Bedrosian peers in at Kennedy. Here's the pitch to Shelby. And he strikes him out. That's a big out. Big strikeout for Bedrock. There's 2 outs now. And the weak hitting Alfredo Griffin steps to the plate, though he's 1 for 3. He flied to left center in the third, singled in the fifth, and grounded to second, forcing out Shelby on the fielder's choice in the seventh. Will Griffin hit? Let's find out. Bedrosian's ready. Here's the pitch to Alfredo Griffin. And he will not hit. The Dodgers go to a pinch hitter, Dave Anderson, right-handed batter. He batted .249. 2 home runs and 20 runs batted in, 250 off right-handed pitching. First base open. Pitcher on deck, but they're going to pinch hit for the pitcher. You don't want to put the tying run on, as Anderson represents a tying run at the plate. Davis at second, 2 outs. Bedrosian rocks and fires. Anderson swings, grounds to Uribe, who throws to Clark, inning over. But once again, the Dodgers come up with 2 runs, and we go to the top of the 9th. They only trail by 2 now. The 89 Giants 6, the 88 Dodgers 4. And still on the mound is Cruz for the Dodgers. 2 up for the Giants, looking to get some of those runs back. Uribe, Thompson, and the pitcher Bedrosian. If anyone gets on top of the order, Brett Butler. Uribe's 0 for 3. He's going to try to lay down a bunt hit here. Here's the pitch by Cruz. That's a good bunt. And he beats it out. So an excellent bunt by Uribe. He gets his first hit. And now, Robbie Thompson steps to the plate. He's a 7 out of 10 bunter. Bedrosian's on deck. He's going to attempt sacrifice bunt. He puts a good bunt down. He only plays the first, and Uribe advances to second. He's in scoring position. That's a big insurance run. Dodgers move their corners in for Bedrosian, but he will not hit, folks. Lefferts will come in to try to pitch the ninth, or he will pitch the ninth. And coming in to hit, to face the right-handed Tim Cruz, will be Riles Ernest. Batted .293 off right-handed pitching. Chris Spires batted .353. He had 37 at-bats. Riles Ernest, .293. He had 302 at-bats. We're going to go with Riles Ernest. Lefty's batted .304 off Cruz, so we're going to go with the lefty. Here goes Riles Ernest, steps to the plate. Big moment here. He comes off the bench to pinch hit for Bedrosian. Ernest batted .278, 7 home runs, 40 RBIs for the 89 Giants. Off right-handed pitching, .293. If Tim Cruz stays in the game, he gave up a .304 batting average off left-handed batters. Riles is ready. Here's the pitch. And they walk him intentionally. So now they face Brett Butler, who batted .280. But they set up the double play, I guess. Cruz is up to 18 pitches. He's good for 50. Big moment here for Butler. 1 out, 2 on. On deck is Oberkfell. Butler's a 10 out of 10 bunter. Dodgers playing their infield normal. We're going to go bunt hit. Here's the pitch. Butler puts it down. Oh, he bunts into a double play. He bunted it right back to the pitcher who went to second base. And Griffin went on to Marshall. Double play, so that went 1-6-3. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and here comes Craig Lefferts. Coming in defensively at third base will be Linton to replace Oberkfell. On the mound, Craig Lefferts. 2 wins, 4 losses, 20 saves in 89. Looking to close it out here for the Giants. 2.69 earned run average, struck out 71, walked 22, batting average against .233. Lefties hit 200. And right-handed batters hit .242. Tim Cruz is at the plate. The pitcher, I'm just going to click pinch, and here's the pinch hitter. It's going to be Tracy Woodson. Woodson, .249 in 173 at-bats. 3 home runs, 15 RBI. Batted .250 off left-handed pitching. Lefferts rocks and fires. Woodson goes down on strikes. Big swing and a miss on the 2-2 count. Giants 2 outs away from victory. Dodgers 2 outs away from elimination. Top of the order, Steve Sachs. He's 2 for 3. Single in the first. Infield single in the third. Pop to short in the sixth. Walked in the seventh. Dodgers need to get a runner on to bring the tying run to the plate. 6-4 Giants. 1 out, bottom of 9th. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch to Sachs. It's a grounder back to the pitcher. He throws to Clark for the 2nd out. Giants players are up in the dugout. Remember, this is a one-and-done playoff elimination tournament, and it'll be up to Mickey Hatcher to extend the inning and bring the tying run to the plate. Hatcher 1 for 4. Pop to short in the first. Fly deep to left center in the third. Singled in the 6th. and grounded back to the pitcher in the 7th. Lefferts peers in at Kennedy, gets the sign. Kennedy sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mickey Hatcher. That ball goes deep to Maldonado. He makes the catch in front of the wall. Ball game over. The 1989 San Francisco Giants 6. The 1988 Los Angeles Dodgers 4. The Giants advance with the victory. The Dodgers will stay home. What a ball game, folks. Let's go to the box score. That was a fun game. Dodgers made it interesting at the end. Winning pitcher, Rick Reuschel. Losing pitcher, Orel Hershiser. He got roughed up. Gave up 2 home runs, 1 to Maldonado, 3-run blast, and 1 to Will Clark, solo blast. Candy Maldonado, player of the game. Let's go to the box score. We'll have that up in a moment. Go to OBS. Let's go to the pitching. Before we go through the box score, let me say thank you to the people who joined me in the chat and who watched. And if you're watching, feel free to jump in the chat next time. Thank you to Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Check out his channel. Check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric, Mr. Brody, Miss Mags, and Mr. Miller. Very fun retro sports gaming channel along with action RPG games. Thank you to Tribes Fan. Thank you to Ken Castro. Enjoyed your company, gentlemen. Always appreciate people who take time out of their lives to spend some time with me. It makes it fun doing these games. Ken, quick question. Are you going to be available this week to play possibly a game for League of Subs? Beatles wants to play against you. Oh, Ken says, I have a question about Digital Diamond. So, absolutely, ask that question, Ken. I'm going to quickly go through the pitching box score and I'll check back in the chat. So Rick Reuschel gets the win. He went 6 2/3 inning, 8 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. Gossage came in and he walked the bases loaded. He faced 1 batter. We quickly took him out. Bedrosian came in, got out of that jam. He went an inning and a third, though, and he gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. 1 was earned, and he gave up a home run, and he struck out 1. He got the hold. It was a shaky hold, but he got it. And then Craig Lefferts came in, got the save. He pitched the 9th, gave up no hits, no walks, and he struck out 1. Orel Hershiser takes the loss. 7 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. 2 home runs, Maldonado and Clark. Walked 2, struck out 4. Cruz pitched the final 2 innings. He only gave up 1 hit. He walked 1, but he gave up no runs. Let me go back to the chat. As Ken Castro says, yes, I will take on that character, meaning Beatles. Okay, we're going to try to set it up. We'll see what the best day is. If it doesn't happen, then I'm going to try to play 2 games in the League of Subs. I'll probably go with Andre Ford's team, and I forgot the other gentleman's name, but they're usually not in the chat, so I'll just set their lineups and play it out for them. Ken Castro says, when I go to the home page, there are many leagues to download. I'm having trouble getting them into my game. I download them, but I don't know how to get them. Now, did you buy the game, or are you using the free demo of the 3-inning games to see if you like it? And I will, if you stay, let me finish this off, and then I'm going to go to Digital Diamond. I'll bring that up, and I'll show you. So let's quickly go through this because Ken Castro needs some help with the Digital Diamond Baseball. Let's go to the batting. Once again, 6-4 victory for the 89 Giants. They advance over the 88 Dodgers. Butler for the Giants, 2 for 5, 1 run scored. Oberk fell 0 for 3, a run scored. He had an RBI, he walked. Linton just came in to play defensively in the 9th. Clark, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI. He walked and he had a home run. Mitchell, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Candy Maldonado, player of the game, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, 1 run scored. He had a home run. The catcher Terry Kennedy 1 for 4 with an RBI. He struck out once. Uribe 1 for 4. Thompson 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Reuschel 0 for 3. Struck out once. And pinch hitter Riles walked. In total, 33 at-bats for the Giants, 6 runs, 8 hits, 6 RBIs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, 2 home runs. Batting average as a team, .242. For the losing 88 Dodgers, Steve Sax, 2 for 4 with a walk, so he was on base 3 times. He had a good game. Mickey Hatcher, 1 for 5. Kirk Gibson, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Mike Marshall, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Pedro Guerrero, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored with a walk. He had a big error, though, led to a run. Mike Scioscia, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He had double. Davis came in to pinch run, did not get an at-bat. Rick Dempsey came in to catch, did not get an at-bat after Scioscia was lifted for the pinch runner Davis. John T-Bone Shelby, 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Griffin, 1 for 3 at short with an RBI. Anderson, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Hershiser, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Stubbs, 1 for 1. He had an infield hit, pinch hitter. Cruz pitched, did not get an at-bat. And Woodson, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. In total, the Dodgers, in a losing effort, 34 at-bats, 4 runs, 10 hits, 4 RBIs, 3 walks, struck out 5 times, 1 double, and 1 home run. As a team, they batted .294. They rallied in the 7th and the 8th, but could not come back all the way. San Francisco sent 7 batters to the plate in the first, scoring 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. Oberkfell hit a grounder, scoring a run. They scored 1 run. No, they scored 2 runs, excuse me. And the Giants led 1-0. Then Terry Kennedy singled. Clark scored 2-0. Giants scored again in the 3rd inning. 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 walk. Candy Maldonado, 3-run homer. Giants led 5-0. Giants scored their 6th and final run in the 5th. A solo shot by Will Clark made it 6-0. The Dodgers rallied in the 7th and the 8th, scoring 2 runs apiece. They made it interesting. Made it 6-4. In the 7th, 8 batters to the plate, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks and an error. Scioscia hit a grounder, scoring a run, 6-1. Griffin hit a grounder, scoring a run, 6-2. Bedrosian would then come in after Gossage walked the bases loaded. The ball was hit back to him. He threw to first, so they left the bases stranded. It was 6-2. They scored 2 in the 8th, 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. Mike Marshall hit a 402-foot solo home run, made it 6-3, and Scioscia doubled in. Guerrero made it 6-4, and that's how the game ended. A Giants 6-4 victory. Will Clark 1 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs. Candy Maldonado 2 for 4, a home run, 3 RBIs. Mike Marshall 2 for 4, a home run and 2 runs. The winning pitcher, Rick Reuschel. The save goes to Craig Lefferts. The losing pitcher, Orel Hershiser. So we will make this game official. We have one more game in the first round, and that's going to be between, let's close the play-by-play. Exit. Bring up the playoff. So the last game of the first round in this one-and-done elimination tournament will be between the 80 Philadelphia Phillies. They'll be in Montreal against the 94 Montreal Expos. The winner gets San Francisco. So the second round matchups are the 85 Kansas City Royals versus the 86 Boston Red Sox in Boston. I always play as the Red Sox, no matter what they're seeding. The 83 Orioles visit the 88 Oakland A's. The 90 Cincinnati Reds visit the 82 St. Louis Cardinals. And the winner of the 80 Philadelphia Phillies and the 94 Montreal Expos will go to San Francisco. I shall click Save the Season. And let me hit Exit. I'm going to go now to Digital Diamond Baseball. Screen's going to go black for a moment. I got to bring up my Digital Diamond Baseball game to help out my friend Ken Castro. There's Digital Diamond. Alright, that's coming up. And let me go to my Digital Diamond OBS where I have it set up. Here we go. And there we go. It'll be up. So you should be able to see that in a moment, Ken. Bear with me. And this is Al Red Sox fan saying, if you like these videos, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. The likes mean everyone's enjoying it. I like the views also. And subscribe. And share. And let's grow our community. And our community consists of Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Brody. Tabletop Baseball with the Orioles. ID Gesture. Stratomatic Delaware. Baseball Demos. Greg J. What's Blazing in Sports? And if I and then for TV and movie reviews, you got Broke Black Man 94, one of my moderators, great person. Phil the Issues Guy. Johnny Giantsbane. Check out all these channels. Retro Sports Network with oh my god, I had a brain fart. Ron Juckett. Oh, brain's not working. Need another sip of coffee. Okay, Ken, so what's your question, my friend? This is Digital Diamond Baseball. Can you get to this screen? So I'm going to pretend to load a game. So I'm going to go Install Remote Library. And I'm going to click on the drop down. Hopefully these screens pop up in OBS. I think it's going to. So then you click, and there's the library is going to pop up. So you download a game from here, a season. I don't want any of these seasons right now. Ooh, what? Did they add some new seasons? Let me check. Ooh, they have the 82 season. I might download that one. And all these seasons are free. And there's also fan-made seasons. So they added some more seasons here. I like this game a lot. I might actually play one of these games before I go to bed. Not online, though. Okay, so you can get here. So I'm going to get out of that. So do you have... Okay, so I've downloaded my game. We'll say it's a 78 game. Do you see... When you download your game, Ken, do you see it? Do you see it here? Meaning that you can click on Open. Okay, so Ken says, okay, I downloaded the 2016 Japanese season, but in the library it's blank. Okay, let me try that. Oops, cancel. I don't see the 2016 Japanese season. I see 2016 library updated. 2016 playoff library. Where did you get the Japanese one? Was it on this site or was it on a fan site? The season is on the website. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go to the website. Okay, let me just... I think if I click in... I'll go to my 78 game to open. I go to the web this way. About Digital Diamond Baseball. This should bring me... Oh, no, that doesn't bring me to the web. Okay. Alright. Hold on. I'll just go to the web this way. I don't think this is going to show up. I'm going to... Digital Diamond. There we go. Digital Diamond Baseball. Get rid of Google. Okay. Alright, I'm on the website. Free player libraries. Did you go to free player libraries? I think this is where you went. I don't see the... Oh, wait, down here. Major Leagues. I'm not seeing the 2016. I must be missing the... Let me go up more. Southern League, Pacific Coast League. Oh, there it is. 2016 Professional Baseball League. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. It's downloading. Okay. That downloaded. Let me go back to my game now. Go library. So I believe I now go to install local library. No, it's not that. Okay. It's not in the download okay, okay. I think I have to do it on my install local library. Well, let me go to downloads. Now I go to download. I think I have to move this. Alright, let me just double click on this. Okay. File must be located in backup folders of backups. Okay. So it's in my backup folder. Okay, let me cancel that. I mean my download folder. So I'm going to my... You're not going to see this stuff because I'm not that good with the computer, so I'm going to do copy out of my download. I'm going to find my Digital Diamond Baseball. I believe I go C drive, users, my name, documents, Digital Diamond, backups. And I'm going to go paste. Okay, so it's there now. Alright, now I should be able to... Oh, cancel out of that. That's not going to work. Lower that. Go back to the Digital Diamond Baseball. And I think I have to actually close this down. So let me just close it for a second. The screen's going to go blank. That's exactly the problem I'm getting. Okay. Actually, let me go to Install Local. Okay. Now let's double click on this. And there it is. It's in the backup. Double click on it. And hit OK. Error. C user a document digital diamond file must be located in backup or subfolder of backup. Okay, I thought that's where I put it. Let's try it again. Cancel. Let's go to our folder again. Alright. This is in the backups. I put it in the backups. You know, it's strange. It's not a file. I wonder if I have to make this a file. Go back here for a second. Created by Joe Monroe, the custom library contains everything you need to replay the 2016 Japanese Professional Baseball. The library includes complete rosters for all 12 teams, schedule, lineups, ballpark images, team logos, and transactions. That's sweet. Okay. All right. All right, let's make a folder. We're going to call it 2016 Japan. New folder. 2016 Japan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag the 2016 Japanese Baseball League into the Japanese folder. Okay, so it's in there now. I think we might have done it here. Alright, let's try this again. Where's my folder? Oh, that's a download folder. That's why. That's stupid me. I did it out of the download. Okay, that's okay. Users, my name. I think we had it right to begin with. I just went to the wrong. I went to the download. Documents. Find the game. Digital Diamond Baseball. Backups. 2016 Japan. There we go. And hit OK. And there, let's take a look at this. This should be pretty cool. Ooh. Go here. Scheduled games. Nice! No, I got it. I got it to work, Ken. Yeah, you have to put it in the backup folder, Ken. That's all. Do you see it? Well, go ahead and see if you can do it, Ken, before I get off air. I want to make sure. This is nice. I'm going to end up playing this. I might play a game tonight. Sweet. Let's take a look at the teams. Why Ken's... Oh, so you're all set, Ken? Let's take a look at this, though, before we go off. Let's just... This is pretty cool. They put the logos and everything. Let's take a look at a field. So let's just click on this game here. Play as played lineups. And let's just hit manage the home. I'm not really going to play this game. I just want to look at the field and close out of it. Set lineups. Hit play ball. This is a really nice game for $20, anyone who's watching. And it plays quite well. There's some things I'd like to see improved, but it's a really fun game. That's nice. So, there's probably a package where you can download pictures too. That is really cool. So, you're all set now, Ken? You got it downloaded, buddy? I shall wait. So they have the stadiums. I would probably go in and change the colors to be the colors of the teams, because I don't like black and yellow. Those might be the colors of the team. So I'm just going to hit exit. Let's go edit teams. Like I would make the Bay Stars blue and white. Let's see what they have them. All right, Ken, you got it. I'm just going to go in under edit teams. Yeah, see, I think they have everyone as black and yellow. So what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to make this blue and white. I like to make it, and the logo is already added. Cancel. I'm just curious now if they have a picture. I bet you they have a picture file too. Oh, this is cool. A lot of nice logos. Let's look at the 2016 Lions. Let's see what their colors are. Yeah, everything's black and yellow. So I did that with my 78 season. I went in and I changed all the colors. Alrighty, well, this is Al, Red Sox fan. We downloaded the 2016 Japanese baseball season. Helped out Ken Castro. And that's what happens when you're part of the community. We help each other out. So, once again, please hit the like button. Please share. I'm at 228 for subscribers. I'd like to get to 250. That doesn't matter, but it's just a goal. So, and beyond. And remember to be part of the community. And it just doesn't include me. It's Tabletop Baseball. It's Higher Ground Gaming. ID Gesture. Stratomatic Delaware. Baseball Demos. Phil the Issues Guy. Broke Black Man 94. What's Blazing in Sports. Johnny Giantsbane. Retro Sports Network with Ron Junkett. And all the other channels I have listed under featured and related. Alright. So I shall bid everyone an adieu. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye and God bless.